Malcolm, the Scots, the Germans, I mean, sensible countries run by pretty clever people, they both have turned their back on nuclear, partly on safety grounds. Are they right?
I think with Germany, it was more visceral than that. It was the idea that Germany was in the battlefield between the East and West, and it was really a nuclear weapons thing, which then spills over into nuclear power. But the irony is that by closing their nuclear plants at the moment, Germany will kill probably 2,000 people over the next decade with the air pollution that's caused by the brown coal that they'll use instead.
Wow.
It's ironic, nuclear is probably the safest source of energy we've yet come up with. A single incident in the 70 years we've been using it with demonstrable off-site health consequences. It's a remarkable safety record. And, of course, you have to be sure that you're doing that. The reason Hunterston is closing is that the graphite is cracking. That would mean in the possibility that you couldn't get your emergency rods in to shut it down.
Yeah.
So the point comes you've got to close it down. I don't think anybody would disagree with that.
But that German move under Merkel, who's now departed, of course, it followed the Fukushima disaster, didn't it? Which has been painted around the world as people died because it was a nuclear disaster. No, people died because there was a whacking great tsunami that killed them. It so happened a nuclear plant was there, but no one died because of the nuclear plant.
It was really interesting that at the plant up the coast, the locals all flocked to the nuclear power plant because it was the safest place to protect them from the earthquake and the tsunami.
Yeah.
And as you say, there is a debate around one individual who was working at the plant, probably wasn't affected. Nobody else was killed by the radiation. Many people were killed by the overreaction to the radiation.
Right.
But this was in the background of this dreadful natural disaster, and the nuclear plants held up extraordinarily well, even the 1970s ones.